Welcome back to Scouting for History. Usually I'm poking around in people's backyards in the suburbs, and I find cool things, don't get me wrong, but the odds of finding something really old are pretty slim. But today I hope that changes. Today we have a permission that's really old. This house is so old, it's even older than I am. So hopefully we can find some good stuff. So stay tuned, buckle up your boots, and come along as we scout for some history. And so, as always, I've got the trusty NoktaMakro Simplex. Today I'm going to run it, my plan is I'm going to run it in farm mode out in the wilds out there. If I get too many signals, I'll switch back to field mode, or park mode. But as I get closer to the house, I'll switch out the stock coil for the SP24, because I know there's going to be a lot of construction debris and just general trash around the house. So we'll see how we do. So, well, off we go. Well, the first kind of old thing I found, it's just a piece of a pocket watch. Or not pocket watch, pocket knife. I'm getting delirious. A whole bunch of trash signals. But I took off the large coil and I moved up closer to the house just to see if I could find anything interesting up here. I can come back as often as I want, I think. The people here are very nice. So we'll keep at it. Stay tuned. Well, the detector found it, but I saw it right after. It's a surface find. There's a merc laying right on the surface. Alright, so finally an old coin. Kind of old. The house built in the 1600s, you'd expect something a little old, but we'll keep at it. Stay tuned. Well, right here on the back patio, somebody was hunting. There's an old shotgun shell. I'll clean it up and see if I can figure out how old it is. But that's pretty cool. Now I find them in the suburbs, but out here with the wilderness, I'm really not surprised. So, well, there's houses back there, so probably shouldn't be shooting these days. So, all right, on to the next. Well, I'm not quite sure what it is, but it's very heavy. Looks like it's made out of brass. I don't know. Alright, it'll go in my mystery collection. Well, and here's what's left of a shotgun shell that hasn't been fired. It's still got the charge in it. Oh well, I'll be careful with that. On to the next. I have no idea what it is. It could be a memorial penny, it could be junk, but I'll do a live dig. We'll see what it is. Ringing up 76, 77. So we'll see what it is. And it's still down in the hole. Ringing 77, 78. And there it is. A piece of aluminum siding. So I'm having a bad feeling about this because of all the gravel and the sand in here, that at some point they must have had the lawn regraded. They've got a nice newer septic system Got a nice newer septic system over there and a pool over there. So I'm thinking this whole backyard was probably fill dirt back when the septic was put in and the pool was put in. But I'll scan around the edge of the fence. Maybe they didn't go quite that far. And then I'll go up around the house. So closer to the house, there's a lot of construction material. There's a lot of trash. But if all this is fill dirt, then I'm thinking that our best chance of finding old stuff is up around the house. Well, the first kind of old, well, not the first kind of old thing, but something kind of old. It's a part to an oil lamp. It's all broken. This is the low point of the property, so this is probably where they threw all their trash. So, you know, maybe I can find some cool things back here, but I'll keep poking around. Well, that was way down deep. It's more of that oil lamp. I've found most of it pretty far away. Maybe this is a different one. All right, on to the next. Well, the finds are few and far between, and I don't know what this is. Maybe it's a finial or the top to a fence or something like that, or a little pole. I don't know. I'll clean it up and see. All right, on to the next. And I thought I was digging a silver quarter. It's just a toy car. It's not real old. It's a Matchbox, I think. I'll clean it up and take a look. All right, on to the next. Well, and that's a cool Scout knife. It's got the Scout emblem on the side, I believe, and it's got a little hook for carrying it so you don't lose it, like somebody did a long time ago. All right, on to the next. Well, I may have had visions of large scents and things like that, but at least I've got an Indian. It was ringing up squirrely, so I didn't live dig it, but it's looks to be a 1905 or 1906, but I'll clean it up. You'll see it right here. Cool. Finally something even older. On to the next. It took me forever to find it, and it's some kind of a little tiny charm. It's got a hanging thing on it, but wow, I'm surprised my detector even picked it up. It's so small. Well, I'll clean up and see if I can figure out what it is. I'll see if there's more of it too. On to the next. Well, another tiny little thing that took forever to find. It's a little button. Tiny little button. It's still got the shank, so which is cool, but I'll clean up, see if I can make any kind of ID on it. But finally, it just took all day to finally start finding some cool stuff. On to the next. Well, it's not a silver quarter, but it's an old padlock. That's pretty cool. I'll clean it up. Oh, it's a Yale and Town, a YNT. I can already see the logo, but that's pretty cool. Oh, look, it's got a sliding cover for the lock opening. That's cool. Well, I'll clean it up. The hasp is missing, but I'll check the hole, see if it's in there, but that's pretty cool. On to the next. Well, I filmed a wrap-up at the house, basically saying how unhappy I was with what I found. You know, a house built in 1690. For my first hunt there, I had a wish list of things I hoped I'd find. I didn't find them. So I was kind of disappointed. And on the way home, I passed by a school, a private school, and they had a sign out front that said, gratitude is turning what we have into enough. And it was like the sign was talking to me. So I got to be thankful for what I have, and be happy with all that I find. I mean, I did find some cool stuff, but you know, hey, I'll go back again and give it another try. But I've got other permissions lined up, and we'll be back at it another day. All right, stay tuned. Come along on the next one. I hope you enjoy these little adventures of mine. If you do, just hit that like and subscribe button. Leave a comment. So if you like it, hit subscribe. So, see you on the next one.